What's going on, guys? It's Kodeations back at you with another video today. This video, we are going to be on my level 94 account, which is normally on my phone. I've got it logged in on BlueStacks. We're going to take a look at the gear that's in the game. We're going to take a look little bit about the smithy. We're going to check out the different types of heroes' abilities and why the gear works and the different stats and stuff matter, and then maybe do a little bit of, I don't know, some dailies or some campaign, if we can do anything. I know that this account being level 94 is kind of at the stall point right now. I know I did a little bit of campaign last night, but other than that, let's get right into the video. And we are back. So we are on our level 94 account on the computer through BlueStacks. Took me a little bit to get to that point. I had to do some uninstalling, so bear with me if we run into any problems. But all right, so we are going to look at gear today. So let's check out our heroes on my level 94 account. So this will be the first time that I have showcased anything on this account, but we can take a look at and we can see some of the gear that is on these units. So for starters, I stripped the Storm Guard here that I have. He is my main tank. I use the Storm Guard and the Skeleton King here for my main two tanks. I do a 2-3 set combo. So what that means is, to give you guys an example, when I go to, what can we do to battle to show you my comp? Oh, maybe the guild stuff. Yep, I haven't done my guild raid today yet. As you can see, our guild is stage 9, which is awesome. So I come in here, I'm going to do fight. So this is how I set it up. So in order to get these buffs, which are, they're called lineup buffs, but in order to get these buffs, you need to put in a couple different style units. Well, the lineup that I run is going to be this lineup here. So this is the lineup that I run. So what I mean by when I say three different factions, two of each 3 different factions. So we've got 2 forests. We've got this forest and this forest here. This one and this one. We have the 2 grave units. So my ranger in the back, the skeleton king in the front, and then we have the 2 fortress, which is my assassin and my other main tank. So just to give you an idea, I guess we should actually fill this out really quick. I don't care on the lineup. I just wanted to show you. So when you go to the I use the Trinity Force is the one that I get. So deploy heroes from 3 races and 2 from each race. So we get a 12% HP bonus, a 8% attack bonus. I have 0 heaven units and I have 0 hell units, so I don't get any of these additional bonuses. But all right, so anyways, back into what we were looking at. So I've got the hero here. I've got him stripped of gear. I pulled everything off of the Storm Guard. I just wanted to show you kind of how the gear system works. So the first thing that we want to take a look at is what happens when you click this auto button. So when I click this auto button, it will automatically throw gear that the system rates as the best tier of that gear that I have available. But here's the catch, guys. It's what I have available in my gear bag. So for instance, if I go here, I click on the bag icon down here and go to gears, you can see all of the gear that I have available for my units to wear. Now, here's where it's kind of tricky, so you got to stay with me. So all of the gear that's in this bag, I can equip on my units. So what this is actually doing is when I go here and I go to auto equipped, it's examining my entire bag, pulling the best tier items that I have in that bag and throwing them on a character. So what does this actually mean? So this means that you can potentially have not your best character or your best hero equipped with the best gear, and then your best character can have lower tier gear. So what I always recommend, since it doesn't cost you anything to pull it off, is unequipped it. Okay, unequipped your gear. Just let's go here. Let's unequip this gear. I'm going to just go to my top units. We're going to unequip it. Yep, here we go. I'm going to unequip this, go here, unequip this. And so what we're doing is I'm going to show you when I unequipped all of the gear. Now, every single unit that I have that I've put levels into will have this little upgrade, or not upgrade, but this little notification icon. That means that there's better gear that's in my bags that needs to be equipped on those units. So, for starters, I've got a main tank here. I want him to have the best gear that I have because he's 160. He's the furthest progressed. He's going to take the most damage. He's going to potentially do the most damage because of the level that he has compared to my other units. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click auto equipped, and it's going to throw this gear on him. Now, how does the game determine? So if you come here, we look at the smithy options, we see the different level of stuff that is created, the different level of weapons, gear, helmets, all of that jazz. So like I was saying, back to what I was saying a second ago, sorry, I was just checking something. So I gave and put on the best gear that I have that's in the inventory. So 3 stars, legendary, 3 stars legendary, 3 stars legendary, vice versa. And then this artifact obviously is going to be the best for him because the artifact is epic, which is the only epic one that I have currently at this moment. But it also does attack and parry, and that's what his skills scale off of. There you go. I was looking for the word. So that's what his skills scale off of. So recovers 50% of attack as HP. So he's recovering HP at the scale of 50% of his attack, and if successfully parrying attacks. So that's why parrying and attacking is really important for like the Storm Guard, for instance. So that's why this is, like, in my opinion, the best artifact that we can put on him that I have. So as you can see here, I can come over here and I can look at other things, but none of them are going to give him that exact buff that we need. So that's why he gets that. That's why he has that going forward. Same thing with this. So this guy, this ranger, or one could argue the my assassin here. So this girl right here, so the Phantom Assassin, she's actually probably rated one of the best, if not the best characters in the game due to damage output and modifiers because of her skills. So with that being the case, she probably deserves to get more of get the better gear. The difference is I've got more grave characters, so I have been able to push him higher levels. So since he's 20 levels higher than what my assassin can go, that means by default his attack is going to be a lot higher just because of that, well, over 2,000 higher. So that's why to me it's worth it by just putting the next set of tier gear on here. This is something that I recommend everybody getting to a practice of doing. Label your units as level of importance or higher level, and then unequip your gear, put your best gear onto the one guy, and then go down the line. Because what you don't want to have happen, right, is you don't want to do this. You don't want to unequip the stuff, and then let's say you were using, I don't know, this level 80 succubus, right? Come here, I click auto equipped. It's gonna put the best gear I have on this low level unit. And so now if we go back here and I click auto equipped, see this? We're getting crappy or lower level gear because that's the only thing that's in the pool. So again, like I said, keep that in mind. This auto equipped only pulls what you have available in your bag, not the best gear, do you know what I mean, that you have throughout all of your characters. So that's just something to keep in mind. So be sure to get in the habit of just unequipping and then re-equipping gear. That's why it doesn't cost anything. That's why it's awesome. So now let's go check out the smithy. Looking at the smithy, this is where you obviously craft gear. To craft gear, you have to sacrifice like these weapon parts or pieces, that you have for the different upgraded items, and then they scale, accordingly. So in order to make this iron sword, you need 3 of these daggers, right? And then the same thing with this. So in order to make this battle axe, you need 3 of the iron swords. And then it just continues climbing like this, okay? So as you can see here, how you get this bottom section tier weapon is you're going to have to go through this entire train, to craft everything. But don't worry, because remember your dailies, like from the last video, your dailies will have you craft 3 different items or 3 items at the smithy to complete your daily. So at least every day at a minimum, you're crafting 3 items, which then is crafting the next, 1 item of the next tier. So that's always good. Again, armor's the exact same way. 3 of each armor, they range accordingly as they go up. Helmet's the same. Accessories the same. Now the difference with accessories that I have kind of not accessories, sorry, the one difference between all of your gear, or the one thing in your gear that can be changed according to the unit that makes a difference, is the artifact. And so what I mean by that is like we looked at here. So this artifact gives me attack and parry, which is awesome. But let's say I didn't want that. Let's say I wanted something that gives me more damage, against priest on this specific guy. So then I could swap it and put this one on. Looking at another one, this one does more damage against a warrior. They look the same, you know what I mean? This one here does more damage against a mage. So just be aware, read your skills on your units, make sure that, there's nothing that scales based off of a specific stat. Sometimes people, they like to, you can swap your artifact based on a team that you're going against. So if you're going to fight somebody in the arena, you can look at their team, you see their team, you determine, okay, well, they're going to run the 3 tank comp, right? Maybe you want to do more damage to tanks, so swap some of your artifacts to doing damage to tanks, or warriors, I mean. So it kind of depends. But as far as that goes, there's nothing crazy to the armor system in the game. All of the armor is the exact same for every class. So there's not like, oh, just only equip the bow for the rangers, or only equip this for this, because that's not how it works. You have the beginning weapons and the end weapons, and all classes can use them. That's why when you look at my hero here for my warrior, I mean, he's using a staff, and he is using life armor that looks like something a mage or a caster would wear, but again, it doesn't affect, it doesn't actually look on, cosmetically it doesn't look on my guy weird. And not only that, it's all the same for everybody. So other than that, guys, I think that is going to be it for this video to showcase some higher tier armor. Some of a little side tip here for you guys is the market, and some of the, I guess the market doesn't have anything for that I noticed, but some of the shops, I guess is what I would say, some of the shops here, they sometimes, I think I've seen some carry a couple pieces of gear. I would not buy any gear in this game. I think most of the game, or most of the high-end tier gear, you're going to only be able to build like this by crafting each individual unit beforehand, or the steps before that, the prerequisites for it. So I wouldn't waste any time trying to develop some type of strategy or anything on buying gear, or spending a bunch of money trying to get gear or anything. So anyways, well, that's it for me, guys. I've been Kodeations. I hope that you guys have learned something, picked something up on this armor, and then other than that, I will see you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. I appreciate the support. It helps grow the channel, obviously, and then it keeps me going. Also, if you have any suggestions on any content for future videos, don't be afraid to shout out to me. Let me know in the comments, or anything that needs to be adjusted in my videos. Thank you very much, guys, and you guys have an awesome day.